You should see the cover of this comic. It's probably one of the most brutal things I've ever seen. You see the Hulk, but he's not destroying, he's literally being destroyed. He's wailing in agony in a horrific, terrifying landscape called Requiem Plains, the birthplace of monsters. And this winged, ferocious-looking woman has just ripped his chest apart. This isn't a normal fight. This is personal, and the Hulk is trapped deep in enemy territory. All right, so the issue kicks off, and right away, the art by Adam Gorham just punches you in the gut. We're on the Requiem Plain, the birthplace of monsters, and it is every bit as terrifying as it sounds. We see Hulk and Betty Ross standing on this desolate mountaintop under a blood-red sky, and the whole vibe is just pure, unfiltered dread. The landscape is littered with bones and these giant, horrifying skulls. Betty turns to Hulk and basically says, "This place remembers everything." Hulk, being his usual grumpy self, just grunts back in his signature green text bubble, "Dead things don't talk, Betty." It's classic Hulk, right? Underestimate the weird cosmic stuff. But this is where Phillip Kennedy starts playing with our expectations. As they walk down this massive rocky slope, you get this sinking feeling that something is very, very wrong. And then, in the final panel of the sequence, the camera pulls back and you guys might jaw hit the floor. They aren't walking on a mountain. They are walking on the colossal, petrified face of an ancient, dead monster. It's a breathtaking and horrifying visual. And just as Hulk is thinking about how dead things don't talk, a text bubble appears from the giant stone face itself, saying, "Oh, Hulk, you know better than that." Holy cow, the ground itself is alive with memory. This sets the stage for the entire issue. This is not just a place, it's a living archive of horror. As they venture further, Betty starts pointing out the skeletons of these mountain-sized creatures, naming them like old acquaintances. That's Philaxel, Keeper of Knowledge, and that's Journale, the Destroyer of Worlds. Every single one of these dead gods has a story, and Betty knows them. The conflict is clear. They are here for answers, and the only things that have them are the long-dead titans buried all around them. The setup concludes with Betty giving Hulk a terrifying mission. She points to one of these massive entities and commands him, "Go, Hulk, ask him." Now this is where it gets absolutely crazy, guys. This is the part of the issue that changes everything. When Hulk goes to ask the dead god, he doesn't get a conversation. He gets zapped into this insane primordial vision. He's thrown back in time and witnesses the secret origin of everything that has ever haunted him. This isn't just Hulk lore. This is deep-cut Marvel cosmic lore. We see Earth in its infancy, silent and beautiful, inhabited by ancient, majestic beings. But Hulk narrates that he senses something else lurking in the primordial darkness. And then, bam, it emerges, Set, the Serpent God, a monster of pure chaos that begins to corrupt everything. Beautiful things become dark, and calm things become hungry. It's pure cosmic horror. Amidst this chaos, we see the presence of the One Above All, the supreme creator of the Marvel multiverse, depicted as this shining golden god. But here's the first major twist. Initially, the One Above All is completely indifferent. He doesn't care about Earth or the chaos. It's only when the monsters truly begin to rise that he's forced to act. And what does he do? He fights fire with fire, creating his own monsters to wage a devastating cosmic war. He wins, but the source of the darkness, this something in the darkness, remains. So the creator himself descends into the abyss at the Earth's core to confront it, and what he finds is a female entity, the mother of horrors. And this is the reveal. Hold on to your seats. He doesn't destroy her. She reaches out, takes him, and possesses him. She pulls his light into her darkness, and he pulls her darkness into his light. The mother of horrors corrupts God himself. This act of cosmic destruction and unholy union transforms the one above all into its exact opposite, the one below all. And from that terrifying fusion of ultimate light and ultimate dark, gamma radiation was born. That's right, Phillip Kennedy Johnson just told us that gamma radiation is the literal afterbirth of God being corrupted by the ultimate evil. This completely changes how we see the Hulk, the Leader, Sasquatch, every gamma mutate. They are all children of this horrifying cosmic event. The vision ends with the newly born one below all betraying the mother of horrors, hunting and killing their children, imprisoning her behind an unbreakable door, and hanging the heads of their dead children around her prison as a final, cruel act. The wailing Hulk hears on Requiem Plain, it's the eternal screams of these dead god monsters begging their mother to be freed so she can come and end their suffering. This is some of the most metal, epic, and terrifying lore I have ever read in a comic book. It all builds to this incredible, action-packed climax. After that mind-shattering vision, Hulk and Betty arrive at the prison of the Mother of Horrors. Betty reveals that only the one below all can open the door, and since Hulk carries the green fire, the gamma essence of the one below all, he is the one and only key. But of course, it's a trap. They find Dr. Voodoo strung up in living tendrils, possessed, and he taunts Hulk, literally licking his face. This sends Hulk into a rage, and he unleashes a massive gamma blast, freeing Voodoo but unwittingly triggering the trap. He just used the key. As they get closer to the prison, they see these giant spider monsters called Arachnus midwives, draining gamma from other captives, including some Hulk-like creatures. And that's when Betty delivers the final chilling line. With a sick crick of her neck, she turns to Hulk and says, "And we'll see which of us is the strongest." Before Hulk's eyes, Betty transforms into the red harpy, the winged monster from the cover, and reveals she is an extension of a being called Eldest. A brutal fight breaks out. She's biting him, spitting acid, and it's a truly vicious battle. But just when you think Hulk might get the upper hand, the real plan is revealed. Red Harpy pushes Hulk, getting him impaled on the sharp legs of one of the Arachnus midwives. She was never trying to beat him, she was positioning him. The spider monster begins draining Hulk's gamma, his life force, and channeling it towards the prison door. But the biggest shocker is the ending. The being wearing Betty's form reveals she isn't Red Harpy at all. It's Eldest herself, who was just using Harpy's form to lure Hulk here. With the stolen gamma, Eldest shatters the prison and uses its energy to forge a new, powerful body for herself. And as the smoke clears, we get the last page cliffhanger. A giant, familiar, horned monster emerges from the wreckage. Eldest now stands before a weakened Hulk in his new form. The Abomination! Holy cow! The Abomination is back, reborn from the power that imprisoned the Mother of Horrors, and he declares the dawn of the Age of Monsters. This is 100% setting up the upcoming arc and a massive throwdown for the ages. Seriously, the Incredible Hulk #29 is an absolute masterpiece of modern comic book storytelling. This is how you do a lore redefining issue. The writing by Phillip Kennedy Johnson is next level, blending cosmic horror, deep mythology, and brutal action seamlessly. And the art by Adam Gorham is just undefined, breathtakingly grotesque and beautiful. Every panel drips with atmosphere and terror. This is an absolute must-read for anyone following the Hulk, horror comics, or just epic Marvel storytelling. My rating for this issue? A solid, undeniable 9 out of 10. It's nearly perfect. But I want to hear what you guys think. What was your biggest takeaway from the origin of Gamma and the One Below All? Are you hyped to see this new, empowered abomination take on the Hulk? Let me know your predictions and theories down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a huge favor and smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the best comics on the shelves. Help the channel out by sharing this video with your fellow comic fans. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!